Leos, hi my loves, hi my loves. This is going to be for all of my sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mercury, however you identify with Leo. This is going to be your full pink moon reading for the month of April. Leo, let me just tell you before the cards even come out, I love you guys, okay? um Almost have before the cards even come out, because Leo is brought to you by the sun, and this moon, which is in Scorpio, is brought to you by Pluto. Those energies don't always mix very well together, right? I don't know, maybe because they're furthest apart. Usually they aren't friends unless they're relatives, or unless they're like friends of the family or something of that nature. So please take what resonates with you, leave what does not. But this is definitely going to be your all's full moon reading. Now, we call this the pink moon. The Native Americans named it that back in the day when they were just relating to harvesting and crops and things of that nature, because during this moon that basically signified when spring was fully in rotation, and we were able to just see the different growth in the plants and things that were out. Now, this moon also brings in healing and renewal and clarity. And it's really about, trying to find a balance in your life, so you can relax and actually enjoy all of the good things that Spirit is bringing in and offering to you and for you. And like, that's funny. Who did I just do? Was that Cancer? Cancer actually got that Sun card as well. So you could very well be dealing with a Cancer Leo. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into this. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. For personal readings, you can reach me at any of my outlets that are listed below. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. So you guys are actually coming in as a Queen of Swords, okay? So as I told you, I apologize in advance because I already know that Sun and that Pluto energy, it can get a little messy. So with that being said, the Queen of Swords is basically coming in and saying, God damn it, you've just been through a lot. It's just been a lot going on. If you are a woman, you could very well just be a widow. You could have lost your significant other. My condolences to you. You could very well have just lost your husband. And I know that that is, hard in itself with the dynamics of life overall changing. But with this Queen of Swords is, basically someone who's just being assertive, someone who is actually standing up for themselves, someone who has emotionally just like been through so much, and not that I can't deal with these emotions, because I have been through so much. Like, emotionally, I just don't got time for the bullshit. Like if you come at me, you got to be real, you got to be honest. I just don't have time for like the flaky stuff. Like, that's really really what's going on. Like, she is witty, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's smart. Now the Queen of Swords is definitely, somebody that is also dependable, someone that you can actually count on, someone who, like I said, she's been through so much, so she can actually teach she can teach others things. And I'm saying a lot of she, but keeping in mind that when we do these readings, because they are because they are general, they are not gender specific at all. So this is just someone who has had to mentally become strong so that they can just withstand anything. Normally this is somebody that's actually been single for a long time. So right now, Leo, especially if you're the Leo woman, you may actually be coming into a time where you've been by yourself for so long, and now you're actually looking for something new, especially with this Five of Cups that is here. It's like you've built up all of these walls, to basically be able to protect yourself. And maybe you actually go through this thing where you're actually hiding your feelings. But it's almost like Spirit is saying, it's time for you to cross that bridge. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been sitting out on this rock by yourself for so long, but it's time for you to actually bring other people in. And I feel like that really scares you, and that's why this Five of Cups is actually coming into play here. um and the Five of Cups, of course, like, it can definitely deal with, sorts of depression, and you could really be depressed because, the Queen of Swords is someone, she's almost like a lonely soul. Um so yeah, like, if you haven't been able to be with anyone, especially, I understand it's COVID, a lot of people aren't socializing. It's kind of, hard to just find someone, but it's like Spirit is saying, hey, come here, come on, let's get up out this rut. It's like, the Five of Cups is here, and if you clearly, you can see the mermaid, she's here. There's these bridges that are behind her, but also behind her bed, it's like smoke and ashes, like things that she's been through, like bridges that have been burned, emotions that have been burned, like, just things that, that have caught fire, and they just need to be, um what is the word I'm looking for? Like the ground just needs to be like replenished, because fire comes through and it destroys things, but it also destroys things so that it can create like new life. And it's like, like right now, like Spirit is just saying, you're sitting in this, you're gonna be in like this emotional rut from the actual emotions of the Scorpio, but it's like the Scorpio water is coming through, Leo, and it's actually helping you to like put out the fire, and come from behind the smoke and ashes, because the smoke and ashes kind of keep you clouded, and it keeps you as a Queen of Swords, and it kind of keeps you separated, and you don't have to be separated. It's time for you to actually come in. Like, yeah, you witty, yeah, you've been through a lot, but now it's time for you to actually use all of those things that you had in order to help other people. And that's whether it is business or whether it's actually a relationship. In this reading, I feel like it could really go either kind of way, because I feel like, whatever it is that you've been through, you're actually being asked to let go of the smoke and mirrors and move forward, focus on your actual future, to be able to renew in those energy. It's like, Spirit is saying, like, stop crying over that spoiled milk. We still got these two cups right here that you can work with. Emotionally, these cups are filled. These cups are going to bring you in more, but this is not a time for you to become complacent, because sometimes, being lonely, having this Five of Cups, that could definitely give you, depression. I apologize, maybe like, a little suicidal, like, where am I going? What am I going to do? And that is exactly that Hangman energy that's coming in here. And the Hangman is just basically trying to make just trying to make that decision between your past and your future. Like, what am I going to do? Where am I going? It's like, being in that transitional phase in life, like you're going through a transition, but you're so used to being like sturdy and hard and stern, and just not being able to emotionally let your guard down. You're always looking out, for trying to get hurt, or trying to avoid getting hurt. You don't want to get hurt, of course, nobody does, so you do the most in order to not get hurt. And it's like Spirit is like saying right now, like okay, like, let's reevaluate this, because it's almost like you've emotionally like kind of outcasted yourself. So Spirit is saying, like, let's take a look at this. Like, what has actually worked for you in the past? Like, in the past, like who you were. Like, go to your tree of knowledge. Go to your tree of, your tree of history. Your tree of thought. And just write and list things down, the relationships that worked for you, how they worked, why they worked, demanding your own attention to your own healing, being able to provide that clarity for yourself, actually being able to slow down with your actual thoughts and embrace the happiness, because it's like right now you are feeling restricted. Um, but the restriction that you're feeling is basically out of out of walls that you have created for yourself. So it's time for you to gain new perspective, look at different insights and ways of getting to know things. It's like relax and be patient, but at the same time, when you're relaxing and you're being patient, like, you have to figure out a way to bring yourself out of this like emotional rut that you're in. And it's And it's really the fact that you are fighting your emotions, like having to be vulnerable or showing everyone all the emotions that you went through is something that you really don't want to have to do. But in doing that, it's actually going to help you. And I feel like, that sun card is back there. I feel like that is how, it comes to you once you're able to emotionally just let yourself go. Um, and provide that own out to yourself. So we have the sun card again. I say again because I just had it um, with Cancer, but yeah. Let's see, what does this sun card actually say? I am trying to get to it. This is our oracle cards, you guys. I don't, of course, I don't in any way, form, or fashion remember these cards, right? Okay. But I feel like this is actually, because this is a Leo reading, so I'm really, Leo was brought to you by the sun, so I really seeing you showing up in your own reading and, just being able to walk in that who I am energy, like this is me, So, hey, let's see here. Let's see. She is the source of all light and life and the most beautiful woman of heaven and the world. Long ago, Amaterasu took refuge in a cave, hiding her beauty and her light, and plunging into darkness. Coaxed from her cave by the laughter of the gods, she emerged in all glory and brought the healing radiance of the sun back to earth. Amaterasu embodies the loving warmth and light of the sun emerging into the world in glory and triumph. She is the assured return of life and joy after darkness. Her radiant beauty shines forth from within the core of her without an adornment needed, reflecting her beauty to others. She shines forth into your life, radiating wholeness, wellness, creation, and manifestation. She shows you there is good reason to be optimistic, that you are loved and free to express yourself in the sunniest light, and that co creation and partnership with others is a great joy in life. She encourages you through your growing radiance to light the way for others. Leo, I hope this resonates. Thank you again for spending your most valuable currency with me, which is your time. For personal readings, reach out to me at any of my outlets below. But before you go, if this resonates, don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe, and definitely hit the bell because you don't want to miss any future readings that we have.